What's up, everybody? It's Firemace here, and welcome to another episode of Frostpunk. Yeah, so in the last episode that we uploaded, we were getting ready to face the storm. It's almost here. All the scouts are back at base, and yeah, we're gonna see how the storm affects us. I think this session of the storm should go really smoothly. All the temperatures are looking brilliant. And I can't foresee any problems, but yeah, let's get through it. Let's get going. Pump up the speed, and we'll allow the storm to hit us, and we'll see what happens. Oh, something has happened. Okay, we have a willing informant. Let's keep up the good work. Hope fell for that, apparently. We have a sick person, which is obviously not good. And something that I want to do after we're done with this session of the storm is I want to really look into warming the paths that are in between our buildings. Minus 50 degrees at the moment, but yeah, the storm's going to hit us soon, and it's going to probably drop to something like minus 90. Let's get going and see how it goes. My apologies, I have something in my throat. No, we have a lot of sick people. We keep getting these sick people, and I think it's from when they're traveling between where the homes and the food is to where they're working in the cold weather, and it makes them ill. So we have more than enough medical facilities. Okay, the storm hits. Now we have buildings that are in serious trouble. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kick in the overdrive, see what the overdrive does for us from the storm's perspective. This building is disabled because of the storm, so there's nothing I can do about that. We have a couple of cold buildings still. I'm gonna start kicking in the thermometers or the heaters in the buildings. Get them up and running. Turn the places into nice warm little areas for them to be in. There's one there at the back that will knock us up as well. These ones I don't think we have to change. Over here obviously there is a serious problem. These buildings are really cold. Get that up and going. For some reason this did nothing to that building. Down here again, these two buildings are really cold. We'll warm them up with the heaters. Same with these ones. And that should be really good. I don't know why this mine is not warming up. It should be the same type of mine. This is steam coal mine, steam coal mine. Was it not upgraded maybe? Resources. Steam steelworks. Coal thumper coal mine, steam coal mine. No, it's the same type of mine. I don't know why that one is not really warming up. It's really weird. What do we have working in here? It's only an Ottoman. I'm not going to worry about it. And I do believe we have Ottoman in here as well. So I'm not going to then be worried about those places. This one's also really cold. It also has an Ottoman in it. Steam coal thumpers I'm not going to worry about now. The steelworks. Let's go have a look at the steelworks. They still have people in them. This one doesn't. We can switch this one off. Well, it wasn't on anyway, so it doesn't matter. Over here, occupying the wall drill. We already have an Ottoman in there as well. So this is the only mine that was still run by people. We're going to switch it over to an Ottoman right now. And then we're just going to speed up time, try and get through the storm so that we can get out exploring again. And all of that. So we have research that has been done. I think we're pretty much up to scratch with the research at the moment. We were working on the Ottoman integration to get their productivity up, but I think for the next thing that we're going to research is this. We're going to research the final stage of our technology and get to basically getting as much automation going as possible. Obviously we need a whole ton of steam cores to do that, but we'll be looking for steam cores soon. Okay, so there are people that are freezing. That is really weird, but I still think it's when they move in between the places. And that is concerning. Also now we have another amputee. People are really cold. We have a lot of sick people. So that is something that we really have to work on. Get that done. We have the overdrive running. We need to switch it off soon, but the storm is also over soon. We just need the temperature to go up. Please, 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 please. And I'm gonna switch it off right now. The temperature's about to go up anyway. There we go. Temperature's going up. We're all the way down to 40 degrees. And right now we can start looking at switching off all of the heaters that we just switched on. Work sparingly with our coal. Even if we do have a lot, we should not waste it. And basically, we can start to re-engineer how we do our heating as well. And that is what I really want to focus on in this episode, is re-engineering the way that we do our heating. Get these outlying buildings running on ottomans as much as possible and heat up the areas that they use to travel between their work areas and where the food and stuff is. But the first step is going to be get the scouts out, get them going. So there's the empty campsite. Select scouts, select the empty campsite. Are you being serious right now? Scouts, empty campsite, send them over. Scouts, fissured rock, send them over. And then scouts, Barren Hollow, get them out. Let's get the exploration going. Find those steam cores that we're looking for. So yeah, we have one person gone from this facility. We'll just max that out. This is the food department where everything is looking really, really well. Food's not a problem. Wood doesn't seem to be a problem. Metal, nothing. The only resource really that we're struggling with is the steam cores. I want to build a bunch of Ottomans, so we really, really have to look at the steam cores. The first thing that I want to research when this research is done, however, is I want to get the generator's range upgrade going so that we have max range from the generator, and then I want to look at taking some of these guys out and redesigning them to be more efficient anyway. And then we'll also start heating up the areas where the walkways are. Alright, let's speed up the time a little bit so the research can get done. We need to sign another law. We're working with purpose. I think for now what we're going to sign is going to be the agitator. We will have to build 3 agitators. I don't have a problem with that, so let's go into order. We'll go to agitators and we'll get them placed. One over there. Move a little closer. We'll have one like over there. One in this little area over there. And then another one in this little area over here. Right, so that's fine. That'll sort us out on that law. And then yeah, let's get going. We have 100% research done. And now we can look at the generator's range upgrade so that we can sort out our final layout for our heating, basically. Okay, we have a problem here. They want us to slow down the Ottomans. I'm going to say we cannot afford it. The Ottomans must work at the pace that they work at. And that guy will get a new limb. I know it sounds heartless, but that's just the way it is. Alright, so over here, blackmail. Our propaganda center is reporting that a valuable informer is using her position to blackmail people. We received many useful tips from her since she signed the Pledge of Loyalty, but it turns out she's been choosing whom to report and whom to leave alone depending on favors. Several others have started to do the same as well. Strike them from the list. We don't want people like that to be our informants. They must be the real McCoys, if you will. Yeah, but other than that, the city still runs really smoothly. We'll be able to get all of the research done. Sick people are being cared for. In fact, what we can do to help get the sick people out there faster. This is a house. There we go. We'll do the extra rations at all of our facilities that allow us to do so, and basically this will just help us to get the sick people out quicker. And wow, we have a lot of medical facilities. I never even realized, but that's fine. Let's just keep it going. Get those people out. The sick people are giving extra rations. They'll recover faster. Speed up time again. We need the scouts to arrive at their locations as soon as possible. We now have 80 people that don't have to work because of the Ottomans that we have. Obviously resources are now really flowing in at a really good pace. And that's basically all that really matters. As long as we have a huge stockpile of resources to work with, then we don't have to really worry about anything. Alright, so we are now on range 4. From a heating perspective. Oh, no, not that. So if we click on the generator, we can see that this is the outer circle of where the generator's heat is. And basically our little buildings that we have that do our heat upgrades for us are basically standing on the edge of that. And obviously that's very inefficient. It's heating an area in here that doesn't need to be heated. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start dismantling the ones on the inner city. Not the ones on the outside city though. Really? You're going to jump through all of those ones before you take me to the ones that are on the inner city. Delete this one as well. Delete that one as well. And delete this one as well. This one is already being dismantled, I believe. Dismantle this building. It wasn't. Alright, so all of them are being dismantled. Before they dismantle them completely, I would like to hit the pause button real quick. Because what I would like to have is a road that we can place them on. And I feel like... will I be able to see the range that it gives me if I select tech? Alright, so it needs to be able to touch the inner circle. So this road over here is going to be the road that we're going to be looking at. So if I go here and I say I want to have a road that runs around the city like this, then we should be able to build these heaters on this road on the outside. And that will obviously be a great help in sorting out the heat issue, well, the heating of the city. It should be able to run all the way straight through to where we had it. Okay, so they're going to build that road, and then we will start looking at setting up more of these heaters. Okay, scouts have finally reached the places they need to reach. We'll explore this. They'll find a new landmark. The one that they found is called the Frozen River. We'll send them there. These one are waiting. Explore this. Carry on. They found a place called the Rocky Slope. Obviously, we found a buried dreadnought. I don't want to go to the buried dreadnought right this instant. I would very much like to get some steam cores on my teams first. Alright, so everybody's moving. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing out there. They're not telling us that they sighted another dreadnought and that there's more relics to be found out there. So yeah, the road's almost done. Those places should be dismantled by now. Now we can start looking at the steam hubs. I'm going to place one. Let me see here. I don't know. I'm going to... No, I don't want the Ottoman. I'm going to dismantle this one as well. Real quick. Because I want to see if I build this thing, if it will cover that building. Alright, so it does cover that building. Alright, so we have to stay on this little road here. So we're going to build one like right here. And we know that that one will cover up to that little road there. So we're going to have another one over here. And it covers basically to there. The other one needs to cover this building right there. So if I had it over here, So the next one needs to cover that building like that. Then this one needs to cover that house sort of like this. And then if we look at it, the circle doesn't quite reach the road, so we need to make sure that this one overlaps like that. And then this one needs to still cover that house like that. Then from this perspective, we need to make sure that we still cover this house like that. And that should be good. Let's build those ones and see how it looks. Oh, wait. We're not doing any research while I'm speeding up time. That is very, very stupid. Let's go into resources first. We'll get the advanced coal mine going, so we'll be able to upgrade our coal mines. We'll see how it goes from there. Let's get the heat up and running first. I need to see that everywhere is covered where I need it to be covered. If we look at the heat overlay now, it's looking real good. We made like a nice little, oh, I suppose it looks like a little flower, doesn't it? Alright, so now I want to look into getting the roadways covered as well, where the people are walking. So if I build one over there, that should suffice for that. I'm going to build one over there that will definitely cover that area over there. This one will definitely need two, so we'll have one over here and then another one there by the lamppost like that. We should be able to cover this with just the one like that, and I'm going to put one here by the cemetery, and that should take care of where most of the people are walking when they transition. So let's get that quickly done. Get the heat completely up and running. That is what we really need. Alright, so far so good. Obviously with all of these upgrades we are going to be using a lot more coal. Which is why we want to get the coal mines upgraded as soon as possible as well. People are building the little heated areas. There we go. So that is pretty much perfect from a heating perspective. We don't really need anything more like that. Okay, we found some coal and some raw food resources, and we uncovered the empty shelter and the stone arch. We'll move to the empty shelter for now. And let's pop back into our building area. And let's get going with the... Alright, we have reached the abandoned sawmill. We'll find some wood. We're going to take those resources. And then they found the broken tree and a frozen lake. Let's get them out and running again. And these guys finally reached their area. So I'll explore it. There's nothing here, but they do cite the narrow valley and the research station. We'll go to the research station first. Alright, so everything's still running smoothly. Fortunately, we did lose a guy over there, probably from illness or from injury. But other than that, everything's running really well. We're maxed out on most of our resources, so that's really good. And there we go. We have finally got the coal mines, the resources. Advanced steam coal mine is the one we just researched, I believe. Yeah, it takes 3 steam cores to build. But we can upgrade this building and that building. Unfortunately, we are now out of steam cores. But yeah, we managed to get that going. Until the scouts find more steam cores, it doesn't help to research the advanced steam drill now. Wall drill, so I'm going to do coal thumper. Make sure that we get more than enough coal coming into the city for whatever eventuality we end up with. But yeah, so far it's looking really good. Everybody's nice and warm. Even if the temperature drops now, it shouldn't be an issue. Everybody's exploring what they should be exploring. And yeah, it's looking really good. Alright, so we have something here. We'll just repair the sabotage for now. We're not gonna worry about catching people. Alright, so we can sign a new law. Now, I feel like the law that we are going to sign is going to be the prison law for now. If we catch bad people, we'll put them in prison. That's basically what it comes down to. We'll jump into the building order and we'll get the prison building up and running. And I feel like a good place for our prison building is probably going to be somewhere like there. Out of the way. Just like that. So we'll build a prison. I'll have the prison building up and running. People that do, well, if they don't listen, they go to jail. That's basically what it comes down to. So the temperature's dropping. It's going to go down to -50. And now if we look at the heat pattern, it's funny that these things are still kind of like blue when it's -50. I feel like after we've researched the cold temper, I'm going to research the max level of our generator as well. Okay, we'll take the resources. We got some metal. They did see the rocky spire. Let's get to the rocky spire for now. Now we know we have to go to the dreadnought eventually. I don't want to go there yet though. I really want a team that goes there to get some steam cores first. Alright, so we're constructing the prison. The agitator that was vandalized has been repaired. We'll explore this, carry on to a new landmark. We have the windswept snowfield. Let's go there. These guys are also at their place. Explore this. There's nothing in here, but they saw another Hulk as well. Buried dreadnought. We're gonna go to the broken tree. Alright. So we have 2 dreadnoughts that we need to work with. But that is all good. We still have time. Alright, this prison building is done. We're gonna say max worker in the prison. Prison has been built. And that is good. Discontent is 0. Hope is almost halfway. So, not bad. Alright, so we have the cold temper research done. I'm gonna jump back to heating and we're gonna finish this page. I want the generator power upgrade so that we can run on max heat from now on. We will always run on max heat. With the upgrades that we can do to keep on our resource gathering for the coal, we'll be able to keep up with that demand. Alright, so the interrogation. We've just finished interrogating a group of suspected subversives. And almost all of them are ready to sign the Pledge of Loyalty. Just one man resists. He says he won't do it. He can't report on his family and friends, and that we have no right to compel people to cooperate. What should we do with him? We can force him to sign. We can let him go, but keep an eye on him. Hope will rise. Using the Pledge of Loyalty will have a slightly lower chance of success in the future. Or we can imprison him. I'm not really going to force people with the Pledge of Loyalty anyway. I'm just going to let him go and we'll keep an eye on him because I don't use that ability. It's in here, I think. No, it's not. I don't even know how to use the Pledge of Loyalty, to be honest. Oh no, here it is. No, this is Roundup. Alright, I don't know. So that's why I don't really care about that. I don't really use that ability. So they see the rocky spire. We'll have them going on to the... Oh, there's a ruined observatory. We'll go there. Alright. Let's speed up time a little bit more. Not much to build. Everybody has housing. Food's good. So yeah, there's not much that can be done at the moment. We still get some sick people. But when the research is done now, that will also basically go away. I feel like the sick people are still the people that are traveling in these blue areas, these light blue areas. They're chilly, and that's why they're getting ill. So I feel like with the generator's power upgrade, that's all going to go away, and we shouldn't have that problem anymore. Alright, let's see if I'm correct though. Okay, scouts have reached the ruined observatory. We'll explore there. They find some steel. But they find the round rock. There we go. We'll go there. Jeez. Please. I've never actually... I feel like we've been finding steam cores quicker, you know? But it seems like this time around it's really taking its time. So we have the stone arch, windblown forest, wrecked vehicle. Alright, let's go. Let's jump this way. It's fine. Doesn't seem like there's anything more south. Let's keep going. Keep exploring. Find some of those steam cores. What we really need. We want the research to run smooth as it can. But the steam cores are needed so that we can really get the upgrades going on the buildings. Alright, so the safety bypass. The stress will rise 25% slower and it will fall 25% faster if we put the generator into overdrive like we do for storms. So we're gonna we're gonna research that. And yeah, let's keep going. Let's see what's next. I really wanna find some steam cores. I really do. I apologize for the dogs at this moment. Barking in the background. He's still a puppy. He doesn't know. Alright, so the scouts have reached the round rock. They didn't find anything there. They see a rock formation and an overturned sled. We'll go to the overturned sled for now. This guys, they're exploring. They find a new landmark as well. There's the lone Ottoman and the lying rock. Let's go to the lone Ottoman. Alright. So far so good. Everything's going well still. No problems. The moment people are getting healed, even if they are getting sick. If we now look at the temperature overlay, even at -50, everywhere is livable. That should keep the amount of people that are getting sick down nice and low. And we'll start working on insulation soon enough. Alright, so just quickly in adaptation. I don't want to sign triage. We're not going to do child labor all jobs. I don't really want to sign the dueling law and the food stuff, all that. So there's not really anything I want to do there. In purpose, we can now do forceful persuasion. So explaining to inmates the enormity of their wrongdoings in a more direct manner will return them to the society faster. Alright, so we're going to sign that. Probably not going to have a good effect on Hope, although it didn't do anything to Hope that I can see. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting close to the end of this little series. Everything's running well. It's all just getting everything optimized and working well. So the windblown forest only gives us a little bit of wood. So we'll go to the wrecked vehicle now. That's over there. And yeah, let's keep going. Still no steam cores though. Haven't found any. But I'm really hopeful that we're gonna find some soon. With the 3 scout teams going, it is a lot faster exploring everything that there is to explore. So they went to the overturned sled. There was not really anything there. There's an abandoned campsite and a rock formation. Let's go to the furthest one first. And yeah, not bad, not bad. Alright, so the generator bypass safety stuff has been researched. Everything that can be done in heating has now been done. There's a lot of stuff that can still be done at the exploration and industry. But I feel like resources are coming in kind of quickly. Over here, the only thing that we really need here is the advanced wall drill. But we don't have a steam core to build it. So I'm going to look at this page over here. And I think the first thing that we're going to do is research house insulation. So the homes will be warmer. And we'll work on that last page for now. Finally, steam cores. At the lone Ottoman, they found steam core. 5 of them. So we'll take those resources. And I think from here we're going to have them go to the lying rock and then to the buried dreadnought and then back to base with those steam cores. So on the next research we will quickly do the wall drill. seeing as we have found some steam cores now that we can work with, which is really important. I feel like we are using more coal than we are producing at the moment, but it could be because we haven't upgraded all of the steam mines yet, the coal mines yet. If we go into our economy, actually no, we are still producing a lot more coal than we are using every day. So we are still golden, even with all the upgrades that we've done so far on getting the area heated up. We are still looking fine on our coal consumption. Alright. The scouts have reached the abandoned campsite. We'll explore this, take the resources. And unfortunately, we can now start backtracking to the rock formation there. Unfortunately, they haven't discovered another dreadnought yet, which is really kind of weird that that doesn't happen. Because I feel like the game's making sure that you find these dreadnoughts no matter what direction you take. Okay, so they found some hidden supplies over here. There's an upright sled that we'll go to next. And then we'll keep going. Just keep it rolling. Everything's working well. We can almost sign a new law. Something has happened though. A man was assaulted by his neighbor. Okay, we'll imprison her, right? Because that's basically the only option we have. If the prison was full, we wouldn't been able to do that, but it's not, so yeah, well, to jail you go for assaulting the guard. Okay, so house installation has been researched. We can now jump to resources with the advanced wall drill going. That will ensure basically that we never run out of wood, which is not possible, I think. We have 3,000 wood and yeah, we're fine. We're not really using it. They did see something new, an icy maze, but we're gonna go to the dreadnought and back to base from there. Those are the guys that have the 5 steam cores that we have found so far. Alright, so the law cooldown is going. The scouts have reached the upright sled. Alright, so there's more steam cores. 5 more steam cores have been found. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them to this buried dreadnought over there. And from there they can backtrack to the base as well. We have 10 steam cores incoming. Alright, we can sign a new law and I will do so just now in the morning. Let's get to morning. Alright, so everybody's getting back to work. 9 AM in the morning. And they've got work to do. So we're going to open up the Book of Laws. We're going to go into Purpose. And we will sign the new order. With the introduction of the new order, all who voice doubts will be treated as traitors. Obedience is the highest virtue, without which the city can't survive. All those who do not follow will be swept aside. After introducing this law, another one can be signed after 3 days. Okay, so hope will never be a problem again. A public execution space will be built. Some public enemies will be killed. Some people will feel compelled to fight this law. Some of them will die. Alright. It's harsh. But remember when I first signed the first law for the Watchmen, I told you guys, eventually this turns into a dictatorship. And basically, we'll send the guards, I will sign the law, and that is it. So hope is replaced with obedience. Hope is for the weak. We have the strength and courage. We are the chosen ones, the last stand. We will prevail. Work and order. Winterhome fell, but we will succeed. So it's harsh. I know it's rough, but it is the night of changes. Dawn breaks and the streets are silent. You have declared our city the bastion of the strongest, toughest, and most obedient people. There's no place in it for doubts, troublemakers, rebels, and reactionaries. Everyone who was a threat to the unity of your city under you as the leader of the new order has been dealt with. 26 citizens died. The others have rejected their views. Hope will never be a problem again. No one will think in these categories anymore. And then we'll say it had to be done. Alright, so obviously there's now a bunch of people that don't have places that don't have workers in them, so we'll have to first find them and make sure that we max out production in the places. Obviously, these are the places where people passed away now. It's unfortunate, I know, but we cannot struggle with hope. Hope is something that we cannot have as a problem. So the execution platform has been built. It is, or is being built at least at this moment. But so without having to worry about hope again, storms will never affect hope. All there is now for them is obedience. They will be obedient. They will obey all the laws, no matter what happens in the future. Our city will survive, and we will ensure the survival of our city also by having it mostly run by Ottomans eventually. But with that and the new order, I think that's going to be the end of today's episode. If you guys are interested in watching the last, I think there'll only be 2 more episodes in this series, but if you guys are interested in watching that, please let me know. And yeah, if you want to see the other side of it, remember we did purpose now. We went into purpose, but there is another side that we can go in which focuses more on religion. If you guys would be interested in watching me play a series where I use that tree towards victory, then please let me know, also in the comments below. And yeah, I'll record another series where we work with the other tree, that is the religious tree. Alright, but I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching my video. If you liked it, if you enjoyed it, then please remember to drop a like on it. If you're new and you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. The support really helps. And then yeah, one of our people have died. That is horrible. It's an harsh lesson. Okay, leave them be. Alright, we've hurt enough people, I feel, for one day. Let's not punish people and hurt them anymore. But yeah, please share the video with friends and your family, and I'll see you all in my next video. Cheers.